The final subassembly I need to fix is my center jaw. Just like the other two, I'm going to select it and open it up. I'll look at it isometrically and I want to see how it behaves. Fortunately, it was the first part I brought in and everything is fine. I don't have anything to fix. If I did, I would go ahead and fix that, rebuild and save it. So I'll rebuild and save this as it's all fine, and then I'll close it. And just like my other two subassemblies, I want to give it a unique name. So I'm going to right click on it here in the feature tree, select rename assembly, and I'll call this one 10013. And now I can fix the main assembly. When I look at the main assembly, this all moves around. And I want to see how it behaves. So the first thing I'll do is I'll right click here and I'll collapse my items, and then I'll expand the mate group. I had to delete some mates, so I still have the coincidence here. I have my limit distance here. I no longer have the symmetry mate. I'll have to go back and add it. But the first thing I want to do is this should be fixed. So I need to fix this part to the assembly. As I did before, several times, I'm going to just mate things. So I'm going to mate the front plane of this new subassembly. Hold Control, select the front plane of the main assembly, and make them coincident. I'll do the same with the top planes and with the right planes. So I've added coincident mate between all three. I'm going to right click and collapse these, and now I can't move it, but I see an issue here with my screws. All right, we can clearly see something's happened to the screws. And this is typical of when we decide after the fact that something's gone wrong or we want to add a... This is typical when we create a subassembly after the fact. There's often problems to correct. So the first thing I'll do is rebuild the assembly. And then these screws seem to fix themselves. I'm going to try moving components again. Everything seems fixed, but remember, this is rigid right now. So I'm going to select it and I'm going to make it flexible just in case I miss something. So again, I'm going to try and move this. I can't. These screws are fine. The last thing I need to do to finish repairing this is to go back and add my symmetry mate. So I'm going to find the plane in the middle of this part. There's the plane I created for the symmetry mate. With it selected, go to the assembly ribbon, choose mate. Come down to advanced mates, select the symmetry mate as I did before, the plane's here, and I'll add the symmetry mate between this face and this face. I'll accept that, close my mate window, and I'll verify that it works. So my symmetry mate is working. The jaws are opening and closing as I'd hoped they would. I'm going to rebuild and save my assembly. And then in the next video, I can add the base for all the jaws.